Oh, hello. Good
So I'm
day.
looking at the wrong screen, of course.
Skills.
Yeah.
How are you, dear heart?
I am good. I had, I don't know what's been happening. I managed to play Street Master one more time.
Oh,
Street
nice. Have you still
Masters.
got your solo set up next to you?
Yeah, I'm actually, but I'm at the point now going, I want to put it away so that I can play Test of Honor because my newly painted figures are waiting to be used.
I mean, they are very nice.
Yeah.
Fully coloured and all that good stuff.
But yeah, it's weird because I mean I really liked Street Masters when I first the idea of it because
Mhm.
it's spatial, it's combat. Definitely, I think there's more fun in the play. I think it's probably I realize there's probably more like card interaction going on. I'm realizing what I like about say Test of Honor to a game like Street Masters or Legends Untold, where there's lots of like card stuff going on, and you're comparing cards and your options and which one you play first and the sequence, and it's easy to get things wrong when you're playing solo. Like that's the hardest thing. And what I realized with Test of Honor, actually, a lot of the working out is simply choosing when you activate something and where you move it to. There's very little to kind of get wrong in like yes, you look up the stats and you see whether you can do something, but I think it's the thinking is more spatial than it is like kind of mechanical within the cards themselves.
Also, like Test of Honor, like the game does the play order, doesn't it? Because you draw the thing out of the bag and then it tells you what character is going to be doing a thing now. So it's kind of nice that it takes that processing off of your brain. It's just sort of like, okay, well, this is who's going to do a thing now. You just have to decide what it's going to be.
I think that's it. And even compared to Marvel Champions, like Street Masters, it's one of those games where it gives you modules and you mix them all together, but they're kind of like constantly interacting that you're having. You feel like you're having to check whether you're getting it right or not. And I have the first edition and there was errata on it, so that isn't helping either because I'm like, oh, I got the right cards. I don't know if this is playing properly, but I'm giving it a third go, so I'll see how that kind of works. So yeah,
cool.
Hey us again. We were just talking about Street Masters. Have either of you played that actually? I'm curious.
It should be interesting to see their responses. Yeah, Ken has not. One of many games I'd like to try. Yoss has not played it either. All right, that's that conversation dead.
Yeah. Oh well, I'll just stop there. It's okay. Fine.
It's fine. Sit in a corner.
Yeah.
I have played nothing since we last spoke. Surprise, surprise. Yeah, which kind of sucked. I watched WandaVision this morning.
Is it out? Because we're watching it this evening.
Yeah, first 2 episodes. Oh no, sorry. Yeah, I lied. I played The Crew.
That's how memorable it was, Ken.
We'll talk about it in a minute. But WandaVision is at least maybe we should talk about The Crew first and then WandaVision after, because WandaVision delights me.
I actually don't want to know anything about WandaVision.
Oh yeah, this is going to be like an entirely spoiler-free extravaganza. Don't worry about it. I can literally say nothing. Oh well, no, I'll say one thing. I very much enjoyed it, and it's not what I expected.
That's all I need to know. I don't. It's weird because I don't like going into something with any kind of preconception, if I can help it, because I'm terrible for kind of like falling on sides.
I think it's going to reward an extra view, because and yeah, I think there's a lot in there. It's cool. I like that. I've wondered about it, but there are many shows I need to see. Want to see? So.
Yeah. Well caught, Ken. You're learning.
It's like me and less and fewer. So yeah, we're working on it. I don't know. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, we'll talk about it when you've seen it.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Which will probably be one day. Yeah.
Okay. Actually, I'm gonna do something, and it's completely like not part of the script, but it would be really interesting to get people's feedback. So, as you know, Michael, we are working on the redesign of Blank.
Yes.
The mass market version. So we've actually been going through. I was working with Winnie today on some potential variants for it that we're kind of showing around to people to get feedback to make sure we get it right. So I actually have a couple here that I think NS Papyrus 1231 will be really interested in seeing. So I'm going to show 4 variants, and I just want to get people's kind of immediate reaction.
While you do that, I'm going to have a quick check about Jos's story. Apparently, the entire Dutch government has been right.
Yeah, it was over child welfare payments. I don't know what the details of it was, but that was the kind of headline summary. So hang on, let me share this.
The wildness of it all.
Okay. Can you see them okay?
I can. Ooh.
Yeah. So, I mean, we talked about like adding color and all of these things to the game. And then we actually kind of went like, what is the essence of the game and how do we bring it back to that? So the idea of actually just really emphasizing it's either make it your game or make this your game. But, make it your game rolls off the tongue a bit better, but make this your game is, I think, more direct or more specific. And by putting the actual naming thing underneath makes that quite clear as well. So I think the first one, I would kind of rule it out because it doesn't tell you anything about the game.
Yeah, and I know that's sort of like the closest to what the game is now as well. But yeah, this is meant to be like a pretty hard reboot on it. Yeah.
So yes, this is essentially Blank 2.0. It'll be mass market version, but also go into retail. We have made a couple of changes. We've added a number of wild cards. We've changed the game cards so when they first appear, you actually write the rule on them. So we're giving you like half a rule, and you get to finish the rule. So there's no concern about you getting a rule in the game that you don't like.
Yeah.
It's from the very beginning, you're going to be customizing the game to suit the way you want to play, which I think is pretty cool. So yeah, we're just trying to figure out the packaging for like how this would sit in hopefully like a 7-Eleven in China or Target as well.
I mean, first of all, I have been removed from the back of the packaging. Disappointed and angry at this. No, all right, get away with it. I really like the second one, but obviously it doesn't sort of like say a lot about it doesn't say a lot about the game at all. It's like I'm wondering whether a combo of like 2 and 4 or 2 and 3 might be a way to go.
So if you look at 3, it actually has illustrations behind it. If you can see them.
Yeah, I see them in the white. Yeah.
So yeah, it's really interesting because if you look at a lot of games, they don't actually show you the game. Like, the ones that do it are Uno, which I would argue it's because the cards in that are so iconic that they're actually telling you the game without even the logo. You know, they could put the cards on, and you'd go, "Oh yeah, that's Uno."
Yeah, it's like the games that show you the game are the big mass market properties. You know, anything that Milton Bradley put out has the game being played on the front of it. Anything that we would put, like, I just grab anything to hand. Oh look, here's a copy of Jaipur. Oh yes, this definitely shows me everything that's happening in the game. Like, you wouldn't be able to work it out from there. But it's an interesting point, you know.
Yeah, the purpose is to make you pick the game off the shelf.
Again, mentioning the old Battleship with the dishes being done in the background. Sexist game covers from the 1950s and 60s. Let's go.
So, anyway, that's what we're kind of working on at the moment. And obviously, there's none that definitively stand out. So, I will stop that there.
Well, no, I mean, I think there's, there is stuff that stands out on each of them, but obviously that doesn't sort of help us come down to a single defined. That's the one that we would go for.
Yeah, because
I like the color on number 1. I like the illustrations on number 2. I like the imperative nature of the instruction on number 3. That sort of thing.
So the problem is you can't, and the issue we have is you can't really combine them, because if you move that, like the reason why that text works, say, is because it's bigger. And it's quite declarative. But if you move that over to any of the other ones, you lose its impact, because you start to having to cut like backgrounds, cut out elements of it, and so they become weaker. So in a way, you have to kind of pick one thing and go really strong with that. And I think that's why I ultimately got to this kind of place of the third one, because there's no other game that says this and can really say it.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you do get like the color splash on the background on the back of the packaging as well. So
yeah,
that's sort of, that works.
My point is, if you saw this in a shop, would you pick it up to look at the back of it?
Would I? Probably not. Would somebody looking for this sort of like says, hey, this is going to be like a big seller at Christmas kind of vibe. Or this is a good gift game sort of thing.
Yeah, you wouldn't pick up the first 2 in the shop.
No,
I don't think there's enough on them to make you pick it up.
But the third one sort of like does have a level of intrigue about it. It's like, oh, okay. I mean, okay, so maybe as a person who likes to design games, yes, I might, I would pick that up. But if I'm trying to put myself in the shoes of a normal person, I'd be like, yeah, actually, that could be quite interesting for the kids or whatever. My famous 9 million children. But yeah, it's definitely sort of, it's the imperative nature of it. It's the make this, pick up this thing and make a thing with it. So that's cool. I like it.
And the pesky kids on Ken's lawn would enjoy this one.
Oh, that's because Ken is 97 years old. Old man Grazier standing out on the porch and shouting at kids to buy copies of Blank.
Cool. Okay, here, let's jump on and start talking about Adventure Mart, I think.
Today's project. This thing?
Yes.
This old thing. Let me get rid of that there. So Rory, give us the why and the wherefore. Why are we tinkering with this thing today?
Because some gamers don't like randomness, or like to have. Oh, I got kicked off. I'm back. So I think some gamers rewind. Some people who play the game using the internet. Are you messing with something, Michael?
No,
because it's making noise.
Oh, that might be me fiddling about with that.
Is it on your keyboard?
No.
That.
Right, my hands are empty.
Put it back in your bag. You're like, hand it over. You'll get it back at the end of class.
It's fine.
So I think with Adventure Mart, some of the concerns that have been flagged by people where they want to have kind of essentially more control over the customers coming out, so that they can kind of two things. One is they want a sense of the value of the customers ramping up over the game, and I don't think it happens, but the concern is that if you get an early good customer at the beginning, it gives someone an unfair advantage to buy more goods, which gives them an advantage later on in the game. Now, I think we've seen that doesn't really happen, so it's kind of like a perceptual thing.
Yeah.
For players,
but a perceptual thing can be, it can be a pretty strong drive for people to be pro or against a game. Yeah. Even though we haven't seen it in the countless testing that we've done.
And I just thought of something. A variant of the staff member. Just remind me about that. So then the other thing, which we're not kind of, the other thing we're trying to address then is the uncertainty of the customers coming through the door. So thematically, it makes total sense. You can't plan for who's going to come through the door, really. So the idea of like the customers face up doesn't make sense. But the concern is that sometimes you can have a hand of stock cards that isn't going to help you that round, or you don't know which cards to buy that round to serve the customers. Which, again, it's one of those things where, if you're playing like Dominion or something, it would make sense to allow you to see all that information. But having perfect information at Adventure Mart doesn't really make a whole lot of sense thematically within the game, and it's why we never really went down that road. Having said that, there's probably some tweaks we can make that would, for people who want a little bit more control, that they could do within the game as well. So it's just kind of like exploring the idea of what might be a kind of, again, like no new components. What can we just do within the game that would change some things to give players a little bit more of that kind of arc of the game building up, and also a degree of control over managing the customers as well.
So with that in mind, for those of you who are unaware,
see you later, yes.
It's just away?
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you in a bit, man. Ordinarily, the adventurers deck, the customers who come to your shop every day, like all of the cards are just shuffled together, and it's a see what happens. There is a spot in the rules that says that you can play either with or without the thieves. So we've separated the thieves out here at this point. Just got a little deck of them off to the side. But what we've done today is we have got two separate stacks. The larger stack here is like the generic adventurers. So people like the, let me get the right thing up.
Vanguard, the Wayfinder, the Apprentice, the Squire.
So it's like the ones that don't basically have like names.
Their maximum value is 7.
Yeah. Meanwhile, over here we have the 9 cards in the deck that are like the guild leaders, I guess. They're sort of like they're the big ones. They're generally worth more. They have different unique abilities and stuff. So like Boulder, the guild champion here. After checkout, everybody gets some extra money. They're the ones that have like the double icons, that kind of stuff. And they're generally worth a little bit more cash as well. So what was your plan for this then, Rory? Give it a try.
Yeah. So the kind of first try would be that we ramp up the unique customers over the days. So I think the first day there'll be no unique customers. It'd just be the standard ones. Because I'm trying to think from the simplest setup now. Because you could do that. Well, there might be a customer in this one. There might be 2 unique customers. It's like, no, just keep it simple. So, and I'm doing this because we're playing 2 player as well. So there's actually fewer there are going to be fewer customers coming anyway. There'll be 3 each day. So if we have like 3 regular customers the first day, 2 regular customers and a unique customer the second day, 1 regular customer, 2 unique customers on the third day, and then 3 uniques and 3 uniques on the last 2 days. I think, just as a kind of a ramping up.
So let's go. Mathematically, that's going to be 3, 3, 2, 1, 0, which equals 9. So yeah, okay.
I don't know what you did there, but yeah.
Well, I'm working backwards from the 5th day. So the 5th day being there'll be 3. So if we were playing in a 4-player game, there'd be 3 uniques plus 2 standards. And then on the 4th day, 3 uniques plus 2 standards. 3rd day, 2 uniques plus 3 standards. 2nd day, 1 unique and 4 standards. And then, first day just be 5 standards.
Yeah.
So yeah, that works. That's cool.
Oh yeah, so you're working out how many it would actually use up in the game. Okay.
So, because you could sort of like say, oh well, if we have 1 unique on the first day and then 2 on the second and 3 on the fourth, 3 on the third, you'd need 15. So yeah, the math is fine, but so Ken says it's a lot more setup. I don't actually think it is, because you're just going to be like, you have to separate the cards out at the start, like we've done here, and then there'll be a little bit of a shuffle at the start of the round. That's it.
So we'll see that in kind of day 2.
Yeah.
And we'll just play without the thieves for now, I think.
Get out of here, Fifi boys. So yeah, setting up day by day. Because you have to do a setup day by day anyway in Adventure Mart. You have to clear out the stock that isn't used. You have to switch out the staff and the staff and the equipment that isn't used. Like, there's always a clear up and there's always a setup, and this is just adding a small thing at the beginning. But yeah, definitely not a full deck setup. Definitely not. All right.
So okay, so the other thing I was thinking about was I'll give you my first thought and my second thought about it. So the other way was like, how do we give the player a little bit of control at a cost to see what's coming and maybe target a customer? And my immediate thought is like, what do we have available within the game system that we can work with? And I was thinking, first of all, I thought money, and I went, no, money's not going to work, because you probably don't have money, and that's where you most need to have control over who you're seeing. So I just had a second thought, so bear with me, because this is how it works. So I was thinking of staff, right? It's kind of like, it's likely you'll have a staff, and if you know this is the rule, you'll make a point of ordering staff, which is one of the things people always question. Sometimes they don't get the value of staff, which is foolish, I think. So the idea would be that when you begin a sale, you could essentially use a staff card, flip it over, and look at one of the face down customers. Again, the option might be to reveal a face down customer. But then I'm also thinking, so here's where my brain is spinning to from that. The idea that being there's a cost behind it, but it allows you to potentially get ahead if you can spot that kind of valuable customer.
Well, I mean, it's always going to be useful anyway, because it gives you information about at least what one customer is going to be looking for, whether they're a super valuable one or not. Okay, so then.
Yeah. So the question would be, do we reveal that card for everybody to see, or does that customer just look at it and put it face down? So that's one thing. It could be, do they look at 2 customers and pick one? Then I thought, as I was saying that, I thought, well, because we've separated out the decks, you could potentially flip a customer or a staff face down to draw from the unique deck, which would guarantee you more value, but you still may not have what it takes to win that customer. So that could be kind of like possibly two options you're giving when you use the staff. And the concept being you're sending them out of the shop to find somebody to literally pull them into the shop.
I see a problem.
Quantity. Yeah.
Like that immediately sort of like says, like, if you're trying to sort of like not rig the game, but if you're trying to sort of like have the spread of more valuable customers coming through at the end, you could easily run out of value. You could run out the unique customers by day 3. Quite easily.
So that's fine. It might be something in an expansion when there's more customers. So as I was saying that, I was kind of thinking, okay, well, so what are the resources that a player will always have available to them that might help them? Because that's the key thing in this. It's like it can't be money because they could be falling behind. Even staff might make it harder, but the advantage token is the one thing they will always have going into the sale. So could that be the thing where you essentially give up your bonus to reveal us? You could do it where you reveal a second customer or something. Because I think because you'll always have that, and you're giving up that 1 point can make a big difference. Like especially in the early game of getting ahead of other people. Could we actually somehow use the advantage token in a way where you give it up to get to see a second look at a second customer?
It's an interesting thought. I don't know if I can see it working. That's the problem. But as with anything, it's a matter of trying it and seeing how it rolls.
So what's your concern about it not working? Like, how is it different from from a staff? Apart from the cost, essentially. Like it's a bit cheaper.
So you're going to be like, I just want to sort of like vocalize this, I guess. Just make sure I'm understanding it. So turn comes around to me. I choose to do a sale. I take the advantage token. I look at a customer. I then put it back down again. And then if I want to not sell to that customer, I can get rid of the advantage token and take a look at the second one, and then I have to sell to that one, or I can choose. Or are you thinking about something completely different?
No, it's along those lines of it could be that you have to sell to the second one. So it allows you to you're essentially giving up the advantage, so to speak, to you run them out of the store and serve the next one who comes in. So it gives you a degree of control.
All right. I gotta say, I prefer the staff one because it makes sense to me in the world of Adventure Mart. So if I am running a store on my own, I don't have time to sort of like go and head outside, talk to people in the town, see who the rumors are of who's meant to be coming. But I think if you had as an extra action in the game, if you've got a member of staff and they have that as well as the text on the card, you can just exhaust one, and as an action you can go and look at a card. I think that would be good information. And then if you wanted to start a sale, then you could start a sale, but you just wouldn't get the advantage token.
So here's the thing, actually, because I'm trying to think of the cost aspect of it. If you exhaust it rather than flip it, right? So at the moment we flip it, and you have to pay the cost to rehire them, and that's where I'm saying, like, you don't want to have to spend 3 to rehire someone who you sent out the door to look for somebody else. So if you exhaust them, and this kind of comes back to actually like Street Masters, which I was playing. So they have like, you can take an action with a card, you can exhaust a card, you can do both of those things. So exhaust just means turn it right, which means you only get to do that thing once in the game. So if we followed that approach, then you're not having to pay the full amount. If you don't use their ability, you still have that staff member available the next day, which makes more sense.
So I mean, you could have it that like if they're exhausted, you can't use their card ability, but you have used them for their sort of corralling ability. Like use them to check out who's available,
and then it means you're not having to pay for them at the end of the day.
I mean, it has a cost, like exhausting, tapping a staff card. It has a cost, not a numeric cost, not like a financial one. The cost is you can't use that ability.
Yeah, it's exactly what Ken is saying. It's like you've dressed them up in an outfit and sent them outside.
You just need we need somebody like one of those sign flipper kids. Just there you go, promo character. At some point.
Okay, so I'd be happier. I'd be happier with that approach because it also then gives you a reason for hiring a different kind of reason for hiring staff.
Yeah, It means that staff are going to be very, very valuable. Now there is obviously going to be an issue there as well. In a 2-player game, it's fine because there's always 2 staff available at the very beginning of the game. In a 4-player game, it's less fine because there's 2 staff available at the beginning of the game. So if somebody over the course of like the first couple of rounds doesn't manage to pick up a staff member, which is potentially highly likely if there's some valuable members of staff there, you may get the wines coming from that side of the table going, well, this is a disadvantage for me because I'm not able to check anybody's stuff. I'm not able to check who's coming in. But again, that's me just sort of like calling potential issues. But I think, well, let's give it a shot. Let's give it a try.
I think that's a separate thing to address because the caveat is if you have too many customers out, then someone can still buy a load of them, the people who have more money. So there's kind of a constraint in play as well. Okay. So I'll shuffle, draw 5. Okay, so the way we're going to set this up then, I'll just do this here. So we're going to take 2 of these.
Well, day 1 you said was going to be 3.
Oh yeah, sorry.
3 standards.
Yeah, so it's just 3 standards. Okay.
I'm just going to shift these off to the side just so we don't pick them up. Okay.
Who's the last person to go shopping?
I bought food yesterday afternoon.
Yeah, you went. Okay. Do you want to read the first event?
Of course. Excellent. All right.
Ken will get you up to speed.
Yeah. Shipping errors. Devastating ether storms are disrupting teleportation spells cast in the local area. Some Adventure Marts are reporting unexpected items in their storeroom. So each manager draws a stock card from the storeroom. So normally we would draw 5. This time we're going to draw 6. Boom. Okay, so this is everything that I've got. People who do not know what Adventure Mart is, basically it's a buying and selling game. We get loads of cool items and we try and sell them to the adventurers who come into town. Whoever's got the most money at the end is the winner. Xata's been for a walk in a blizzard.
No, in the 45-minute wow! Which kind of makes it seem like it was a blizzard.
I find it utterly, utterly weird that most of the UK is covered under snow. Half of Germany is covered under snow, and we're here just going, yeah, it's all right out, isn't it?
Yeah. A bit nippy.
Dude, it's like 7-8 degrees outside. It's absolutely fine. All right, so y'all can see what I've got. And we'll just do hide hand as well. And then we'll see the things that are currently available. So on our turn, you can spend money, which would buy you a stock, get you a fixture, get you a member of staff. You can start a sale, which would be choose one of these at random, flip it. You can use an action if you have it on a card, but none of our start cards have actions. It's the ones with the white text on that do have actions. And let's have a think. Now, the sensible thing to me would be just buy a member of staff first.
Which, suddenly changes things.
Because you could just completely screw me by both of those. You've got enough money for both of them. But no, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy it.
Ken is asking about drawing 2 and picking 1. That had crossed my mind as a way to do it. But it also seems a little bit kind of more mechanical. I was trying to figure out a thematic way to do it for the people who want to do it.
I immediately don't like that because it's like it doesn't make sense, because the idea is always when you flip the card, this is the person walking into the crossroads in the middle of the town, and our shops are on each of the 4 different corners. So we're just trying to yell and bring them in. If 2 people walk into town and one of them gets sold to and one of them gets ignored, like if I go to a shop and get ignored, I'm not going to want to go and buy anything there. But in this game, they would do.
Yeah, I think if you're doing that, I think you would almost have to discard that card and replace it face down with another one. So yes, you're getting to choose from too, but it should not be giving you extra information about the other customer that's going to be coming up, because that just makes it, I think, too easy across the board.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's enough cards in the deck to allow it to be. I think with the common ones you could do it, but not with the uniques. To replace them with another random one.
Mm-hmm.
No, but the ideas, sorry, Ken, the ideas are appreciated. But so it's also bear in mind, it'll come up against stuff we've been chatting about as well. So I do appreciate it. And I'm unfortunately known for, what is it, given a criticism sandwich?
Yeah.
So yeah, a compliment sandwich is compliment, criticism, compliment, or feedback, compliment. I tend to do feedback, compliment, feedback. It's a nice way of putting it.
Stabs you. Comes back, stabs you again. Something else. Here's this bite. So this is by the Digisprite team out of Scotland.
So
we are here destroying their child. No, we did a lot of work on this as well. So
yeah.
Never be afraid to throw out ideas, by the way, because this is a forum for ideas. Yeah. All right, you done?
Everyone is safe here.
All right. Yeah. So you've got the Corium Short Sword. I am going to buy the member of staff. That's, the only one that I can buy. That costs me 2 money. Banish will stop being sold by any manager. That manager gains gold from the supply equal to the stock's current sale price. Banish this card. Cool. All right, over to you. I assume you're going to buy the other member of staff.
I don't have enough.
Yes, you do. You got 3 coins.
Oh, I do actually. Yeah. Yeah, I suppose I will. Just because I wanted. Well, hang on. What else is there? Can't afford that one. Yeah, I'll take him.
Top card of the deck is a nice, powerful one.
Yeah.
All right. So I could, if I wanted to, just straight up start a sale to one of these 3. Or I can tap it to have a look at one of them and then start a sale? Or...
Yeah, no. So my sequence would be you have to take the initiative token. You have to be committed to a sale.
Okay. So I'm going to start a sale regardless.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Run me through it. Give me the Rory vibe.
So normally you have to flip over the customer.
Yep.
Okay. So
one of these three.
Yeah. So if you don't want to do that, if you want a better insight, you're going to send the staff out, and you're going to flip that. And then I think it's kind of essentially what Ken was saying. You're going to look at 2 of the cards. Or okay, let's work this out. I
know what I know what my process would be, but I want to hear what your process.
So I'm guessing. So I think you have to have spent the customer first, or the staff, because they're bringing someone in. But the options would be you look at a card, and if you're not happy, you reveal another one. But that kind of breaks the normal flow of the game too much. The other option would be flip a customer. If you're not happy, flip your staff to flip the next one. But I think you have to have committed the staff beforehand. So then it would be like, if you want, you can flip the staff and then either flip over 2 cards or look at 2 cards like yourself, and then you must reveal one of them and shuffle the other 2 back in. Or shuffle the other one back in.
Shuffle? What, put them back in the deck? Or
No, back into the pile.
Okay. All right.
Because I don't think you should know where that other one is. You should just know it's out there. Gesundheit.
Some of us are not feeling very well. All right, so here's what my take would be. This is an action. Look at one of them, put it back, then it's your turn. Okay. Because that's basic. That to me is the thing we're looking for here is information. Because if I flip that, if I exhaust the card, I then look at one of these cards, I look at one of the customers, and then it's like, nah, I don't want that one. I'll put it down. I look at a second one. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I'll sell to that one. Or then that tells me that the other one is like the valuable one or whatever. Information is very valuable in this game. Yeah. And I think tapping a card and then looking at one of these 3 is gonna tell you a lot. Now we know that there is no valuable, like there's no unique in this set of 3 immediately. We know that these are just 3 standards. So in my opinion, using this on this round is probably not super useful. You know, it'll give me a bit of a heads up. But I think that tapping the thing and taking an action, because if I have a look at this card and then I put it back down again, you may sort of like, you know, that's going to give me some time to get myself sorted out for potentially selling to them.
But it's going to become probably useless in a 3 or 4 player game. Like I would suggest you, if you're going to do that, because what I was trying to do is marry it to the sale action so that the information doesn't get taken away from you. But if you're doing this way, which the benefit of this is it allows you to go back to the shop and buy stuff. Yeah. You know, so in a way, the sequence would be hire staff, see who's coming, buy stuff. But again, you're going to run out of time doing it that way. So I would suggest if you're going to use it as an action, that you get to look at more of the customers. Like 2 of them.
How about I will volley it back at you. How about this is tapping someone is a free action, essentially. So you spend it, you get to look at one of those, and then you get to do a normal action. So if you want to do a sale, you can do a sale. Fantastic. Because like, oh, I've got all these things in my hand. I know that this person wants them. I'm pretty much guaranteed to win it. Alternatively, you can go up to the shop. You can buy something from the stock cubes. Stock cubes? This isn't an 18xx game. or you can get yourself a member of staff, something like that. But basically, it's like it's a pre-round action as well, pre-turn action sort of thing.
Yeah, I think I can go with that because you can bluff by buying the wrong stock.
Yeah. Because I think the information is more important. So I'm going to have a look at this one.
So again, I suppose throwing out to the people who are watching, what do you think that idea of exhausting a staff as a free member to stick their head out the door and see who's outside?
Free actions in this economy. All right, so I have tapped my little dude, who will be refreshed at the end of the round because I'm not going to replay for them, and I am going to start a sale because that action of me sort of like having a look at them and then choosing to sell to them, does that mean that I've got a load of red cards in my hand, or am I just bluffing and trying to?
No, you've got a load of red cards in your hand.
Says who?
You wouldn't do it the other way.
Are you implying that I am not a strategic genius? Well, there's my big 4. Also, the fact that you can probably see all my cards as well because you're looking at the screen.
Strategery, yeah.
Strategery.
Okay. Okay. What's he worth?
Not a lot. 5 gold, and he only wants reds.
I'm gonna throw that out, and my Koryu, which is 5.
That's going to be, is it? How about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7?
I can only match it. You can have it.
Hooray! Glorious victory for Michael.
Point of question, Michael.
Yep.
Could I have used my Blue Mountain Sentinel to cancel your...
To cancel the tap?
Yeah.
Well, let's have a look at it.
It doesn't. It's not written on it.
Yeah, so it's react to any activation of any use, sell, or react card effect. This ain't a card effect. This is something else.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, because if we're going to be doing it, so there are no, like, we're not going to be making any physical or print changes or anything to the game. You got to play to the game.
Yeah.
So, yeah, tapping is entirely fine. Take that money. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Money. I'm a rich boy. All right, over to you. Actually, no, before we go over to you, how did that feel?
Fine. It doesn't. I don't think it disrupts things too much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what will be interesting is when somebody uses a staff member, looks at a customer, and then goes, "We'll wait."
Yeah. So I don't think you're going to have any use effect. So I think I will do the thing with my guy. Mm-hmm. So I get to look at one of these.
So yeah, just drag it into your hand.
Yeah. I wonder when they're going to add the peak effect.
They don't have a peak effect at all, do they?
No. Okay. So I will do this.
Oh, will you now?
And
Ken is pro the idea of going out and picking up a customer rather. Because I think this would be really interesting now. So say, for example, this was day 2. I have picked up the first customer. I've sold to them. I've made them a bit. I've made a bit of money. You could look you could tap your member of staff. You look at one of the 2 remaining customer cards, and you go, "Oh, that's the trash one." So then you can immediately start a sale to one that you know is the good one. It's it adds a nice wrinkle to it,
So I'm not quite. Yeah, I'm just trying to think what Ken is trying to say, because we had talked about like putting customers in front of you, but you don't want to be stealing them away from other players. So Ken, I like the idea of going out and picking up a customer.
Oh, making a joke like you have. Keep playing. Ken's jokes.
Okay, I've lost track of which one I looked at now. I did look at that one, wasn't it? And I'm going to flip over that one.
You could look at whichever one you want.
I don't know. I'm going to secretly look at this one.
Okay. Yeah, that was the one that you looked at. So.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. So essentially, they're both the same.
Oh,
let me. You know what? Hang on. Stick these back in the deck. Hang on. And I'm going to shuffle. Draw 2, and then I will look at one of them.
Okay. Yeah, the twins are coming to the store.
Okay.
Apprentice magicians. That works.
Okay, so I am, just for the sake of continuity, I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm going to put that customer back, and I'm going to reveal this one.
Okay. So that is a scout.
So I'm working on the basis of I know who's coming next.
Yeah, you've got information which you have paid a virtual cost for.
Yeah. Okay. So I've got 1, 2, 3. I have 3. That wasn't what I thought out.
You have it.
Oh wow. Okay. And I will make 3, 4 from that. Hey, I'm minted.
I mean, is it?
Okay, toss that over there.
Cool.
I'm liking this so far. Let's see how it breaks.
Yeah, I think I think it's going to be interesting seeing how they'll go with more players, but thus far I'm happy with it. I'm going to spend 4 coins and pick up the Black Cap Tea. Over to you. I like this idea now that you have a significant advantage because you know what this is. You know what this adventurer card is.
Yeah. I'm going to spend 4 to buy this.
All right, so that's the Kaiju Shrine. When you win a sale, you may return a single stock you are selling to your hand instead of selling it. Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have a lot of money left, so I might as well give myself a tiny bit of advantage. And let's see who we're selling to. It's another squire. Well, whoop-de-doo. Well, I'll bid 1.
Okay.
Would have been nice if it was a mage or something, Rory, but somebody got rid of them.
Yeah, sorry. How much do they carry? 5. So I go for 3.
So that's all yours then. Congratulations on your glorious victory.
Yeah. Thank you. I didn't get to use my effect, so that's going to be 4 for me. Yeah, I made the mages disappear. The twins.
The prestige!
Okay, so I'm going to win that one.
Mm-hmm.
So now it is last action.
Yep, so let's have a look.
No, I get to go first. I go first. You started that.
Oh, yeah. If there's ever an expansion for this, please add 3 money pieces.
I will spend 3, I think,
mm-hmm.
to buy that stock.
Get yourself some buns. And I choose to pass. All right, so end of the round.
Mm-hmm. Discard.
We discard down to 1 or 0. I'm going to keep hold of one of my cards, unsurprisingly. And we will flip out a fixture, a staff.
Yeah.
Clean up. So your staff gets refreshed as well.
And then you get the assist.
I get the free pick. So I can either take 3 coins, I can take this delightful stock rat, the bonsai of knowledge, or the enchantment table. I think I'll take the stock rat. So then these will get discarded into the abyss. Whoops. As indeed does that. And we set up for the next day.
I thought you might have gone for the money.
I was thinking about it because it would have. I could just buy something straight off, but as I'm going to be going first, I might just instigate a sale immediately.
So I'm taking 2 regular customers and now 1 of the uniques.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to shuffle them. And there are customers for the day.
Okay. All right, so let's see what we got.
Okay, and then we will flip that and leave that. So it's the blood moon. A sinister red moon hangs in the sky. A baleful wind blows from the depths. Magical items have increased in demand to prepare for the otherworldly threat. This day, each adventurer desires magical stock in addition to the stock types on their card.
Okay, so we could potentially get some double blue action on this. Let's draw some cards. And then you need to draw 2 more. You need to draw your cards as well, Rory.
Yes. Sorry, you should have done that at the end of the last round. So why am I down? That's weird.
Huh?
I just don't think there's 9 in the deck. I start with 5, but I was only able to draw 3 that time.
Because you've got another one hidden underneath that isn't part of the stack. It looks like.
Oh, I'm not seeing that one.
Remember, we drew 6 on the first round.
That's what it is. Yeah. Okay.
All right. So I'm going to kick off the proceedings by playing my stock rat, by actually using them, which lets me draw 2 extra cards from the pile. So, handful of goodness. So many good things.
Why are you throwing that card over there?
Because trying to organize it in my hand and failing miserably. All right, over to you.
I have no money.
Oh. Starting a sale then, maybe?
I think so. Now, do I want to use him? I think I want to keep him for his effect, though I really do need help.
See, I mean, that makes an interesting decision-making point. It's like, because that's a really strong member of staff, because it can stop me from doing anything.
Yeah.
Do you want to tap it for information, or do you want to hold it to protect yourself? Or stop me?
And he's going to get banished, though.
Uh-huh.
You know what? I'll use him now. I think he's going to be more useful later when you get more powerful cards. Like the ones that are up here right now. Actually, yeah, hang on. No, I'll do it. So I'm going to look at this card here. Okay. Oh, sorry.
I have to do a refresh.
Okay, and then I will.
A moment, please.
Begin a sale to this one here.
Okay.
Okay. So he's got spend. I'll go in with my 4 steamed buns.
All right. So it's one of the regulars. Let's think about this. Green. What's your bid, Rory?
It's currently 4.
Oh, because that card's upside down.
Oh, is it?
It was. I couldn't see it.
Okay.
Okay, so 4. Do I want to go higher than that? Try and force Rory. Why the heck not? Here's 5.
Okay, I'll go 6. Oh, yeah.
I'll let you have it.
Did one of them? Oh yeah, that ended up there by mistake. Okay, so I am going to, when you win a sale, you may return a single stock you are selling to your hand. So I'm going to flip that and return that back to my hand.
Okay, so
and you get 3.
3 coins, nice.
1, 2, and 3.
Okay, and don't forget take your scout.
Yes.
All right. Tap and investigate this one. Okay. And with that in mind, I am going to do a sale. To the Wayfinder, who will buy anything off us because magic is an extra for today. So green, red, and blue.
Oh, I forgot they're all taking blue.
All right, cards wise. I will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because I know you've only got 3 cards in your hands. And
curse you, Michael Fox.
Curse you.
You can have them.
Okay. All right. So money wise, that's 1 plus 6 plus 3 plus 1. So that's 11, which is way over his, which is 7. Which I will happily take, as well as a bonus from that. And cool. And then those go to discard pile like so. With my last breath, like a Zoidberg. All right, cool.
Over to me.
Yep.
I'm really liking this way of playing because we both know who that is.
Oh, you've seen that one?
Yeah. Oh, I thought you had looked at that one.
I have looked at that one, but I didn't realize that you'd looked at that and then sold to somebody else.
Yeah. So I'm gonna spend 4 and buy this.
And because we do know who it is, it makes complete sense that neither of us want to sell to him. Actually, now it's okay to sell to them.
Yeah. That's why I thought you were doing it.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you're done. I'm going to spend 2 money. And get me the Ether Slush Fountain.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I'll start the sale.
Mm-hmm.
So it is our friends, Blue Jay and Grey Owl.
Okay. So yeah, this means that you can't make an offer to the next adventure reveal this day, but as these are the last ones for the day, that react will not occur.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
right,
so
they will accept literally anything.
Yeah. So I'm gonna play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 5. 1. Just going to play them all. Get out of my hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Where'd that go? 9.
Balls to you. Yeah, that's yours then.
Cool. And I get to keep my nice card for tomorrow.
You do.
So I don't need to count. I know I've got the 7.
Mm-hmm.
So 5, 6, 7. Okay, so you got your last action for the round.
Cool. All right. Well, I am going to use the action on my Hungry Soul Blade. Banish a staff card in your store. Look at the top 3 cards of the stock deck. Add 1 to your hand. Banish the rest and discard this. So that goes on my discard pile. Let's have a look at the 3 that will come out. Okay, so we've got the Nightmare Catcher, Another Bloodwood wand. And the dagger of Mammon. I'm going to take the dagger into my hand. And then the other two get banished. Okay.
So I'm kind of torn between buying the Ancient Mystery Box,
which is super useful.
Yeah. Or the staffs, the alchemist. So then I have, because we're getting into later game, I feel like having 2 staff is going to be helpful. So at least I have one to use the appropriate effect as well. I think I'll do that one.
Oh, I need to murder somebody. The stock rat, you did well. Bless you.
Yeah, well, I would have got rid of the one that was face down. Okay, so we flip, rotate that.
Okay, so we do clean up.
Yeah, draw it back up to 5. Put next one image. You've had the quietest store.
Yeah. Okay, so I draw those 2.
I just added, one's in.
Sorry, that comes in my hand as well. Shuffle. And one more. Okay. All right. What of these, if any, do I want, need, or desire? Banish a stock from your hand. Already got a plan. I'm going to take that. Thank you very much.
Okay.
So everything else gets banished. You won those, boys.
So how's it feeling so far for you, Michael?
I think it's good. Like the everybody's super helpful. The paying for the information sort of thing by tapping them. It's like, I'm kind of digging it.
Oh, sorry. Hang on. I accidentally saw him.
Okay.
You can do it. Come on. They still haven't given a shortcut for shuffling, which I do not understand.
Oh, what, like a button press? Yeah.
Okay. Next day.
Next day.
It's market day. Today's market day. Managers are encouraged to seek out beneficial bartering opportunities with local goods suppliers. Each manager may banish a stock card from their hand instead of paying the buy cost of stock in the stock queue this day.
Okay.
Now, this is where sending our staff out becomes quite interesting. Okay.
You get to go first, so let's see how it goes. Or you just love that ghoul juice.
I do.
The value of any stock.
But I do also like the Dragonberry Blast.
What
am I short on? I'm actually going to cover my options early and buy the Onigiri, I think. Hang on. Why would I buy that instead of Idol of Flocks? No, why the Idol of Flocks? Seems weird. So they're both cost 3.
And
value quality 3.
But one gets you a little bit more money.
Yeah, I think it's because the other one has the brand associated with it.
Okay. Well, I then.
And I'm going to assume you can only send out one customer at a time, one staff. I couldn't. Could I tap both of them?
I'd say you can't tap two. No, that would be wild.
I'm like sending them all out to just see who's out there.
I'm going to banish that to.
Oh, you can banish. Oh, hang on.
Do you want to banish them and get your money back then?
Yeah, so that was 3. And I'm going to banish that.
Okay, back over to you.
I'll banish that to. I think I'll take that one. I tend to banish like for like. That's probably not the best thing to do, but hey.
I'm just going to banish trash for cash. All right, back over.
I'm debating whether to buy that or not.
All right, so today, this is the third day, so we've got 1 standard and 3 uniques, yeah? That's 1 standard, 2 uniques, rather.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just trying to move this out of the way. Make room for my transmutation station. Over to you.
Well, I'm going to start a sale. Full on chaos. Just choose 1 out of 3. Choose the middle. All right, Master Palmer. 10 coins. All fighters give you extra money at the end of the game, and they're looking for double reds and single blues. Okay.
I've got 1 fighter. You've got 1 fighter.
Yeah. I will do that. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay. I will go. Have I got this right? No, on 2.
7.
Sorry, you're on 10. Sorry, on 2. Yeah. So that's 7.
And that's 11. Yep, all yours, man.
I threw that away. Hang on, what's he worth? 10?
10. Yeah, I mean, 10's good.
Yeah, 9, 10, 11. Okay, now what do I get? Oh, yeah. So I threw away my bonus. Oh, well, actually, I'm going to use that effect to take that back into my hand. Give me the double action. So I'm going to make a 9 from the sale.
Okay.
10. Oh. Okay.
All right, back over to you.
Oh, wow, there's no stock left.
Nope.
Okay.
I forgot about my fountain. I forgot about my fountain. I had 11, not 10.
Yeah. Oh.
It's fine. It's my own dumb fault.
Well, we can...
No, it's my own fault.
It won't be a true victory anyway. Let's call it that. Okay.
Well, that's victory. So.
Actually, I'm going to do that. Sorry, I'm going to use its effect.
And
I'm going to banish that from my pile. So I can either gain 2 or draw a card. So I will draw a card. Oh, joy. Over to you, Michael.
Could do the same. I can start on the sale. Why not?
Yeah, it totally should. You've got the bonus.
Yeah.
You gonna peek?
No, I was foolish. All right, so it's an apprentice. They're looking for blues, and that's about it. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You can have them.
Hurrah!
I just wanted you to spend more cards, is the only thing. But I couldn't even, like, fake. Oh, I could have done something, actually. But he's low value. I could have used Winter.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'll take the 5. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, back over to you.
I think I will begin a sale.
So we know that this is going to be a unique. All right.
Whoa, okay.
So greens are doubled, also looking for reds, 8 money, and each manager can flip face up 1 stuff or fixture in their store.
Nice. Okay. So
yeah, useful for you and not useful for me.
Yeah. So I will start with 3.
Okay. You've still got 3 cards in your hand. I will go all in with 9 because I've got my Rangers token as well.
And are any of them doubled?
The greens are doubled. Yeah, sorry, I do apologize. So that is 12, 13, 14, 15.
Okay. And I'm on 4, 5 at the moment.
So you need to get to 16 or higher.
Sorry, I can't. 1, 2. Have I got this right? Sorry, I'm just trying to do my math here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12. See, I need to get 16.
Or you can use crystal and trash everything. Well, not trash it, but
So this will get me to 16.
Yike. Okay, that is all yours then.
Okay. And I can't take a card back into my hand. Okay, so that kind of negates that. So I'm going to earn 8. So again, that I'm going to flip over that one.
I've got nothing.
So is that after checkout?
Yeah.
So I couldn't have I just want to check this card again. When you win a sale, start checkout now. So they wouldn't trigger together.
No, they wouldn't.
And I'm going to get 8. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Cool. So you started that sale, so it comes back to me. I'm going to use my dagger, which discard this card, get 3 coins. Like so. And then over to you.
Yeah, I'm trying to look for my low cost. Yeah, so I'm going to flip that to banish that and gain 2 gold.
Cool. All right, so that's end of the round. I'm going to discard that.
I'll discard that.
Draw 4.
That's 1.
Okay. And then flip out a fixture. Flip out another member of staff. I think I'm going to take Pippin Boots, so they feel like my 4th floor slot.
Mm-hmm.
And then everything else gets trashed. All right, so 3 days into it. How are you feeling about it now?
I don't ever feel like I've been screwed over at the moment. And there's times when there is in the base game where you feel like you're a little bit out of control.
Yeah.
I
think it's we're doing okay. Like, it'd be interesting to know if the Digisprite team actually tested something like this.
I don't think so. I think they have it in the Ogre, was their way of doing it.
All right, so this is day 4, so it's all going to be uniques from here onwards. So I'll just get rid of that bunch there.
And again, that's one of the things to kind of weigh up. Is that what we want? Do we want... because if you think about it, the guild leaders, you're never going to benefit from them now. I don't think, because they won't. That's mostly the guild members. So it's whether you always have one regular.
I think that might be the way to go. So you have 0 on day 1, you have 1 on day 2, and then you could have 2 uniques on day 3, 4, and 5, because then it doesn't guarantee that all of these are going to come out.
Yeah.
Because we kind of don't want them all to come out. You still want that little bit of randomness in there. So I'm going to put that back up there. And we'll take a normie. Shuffle these up. Okay, so we don't know what we got. All right, so day number 4, Guild Initiation Day. All right, Guild members are taking a break from the dungeon depths to celebrate a new batch of members entering the fold. Expect increased foot traffic in town. Add 1 additional adventure into the adventurer queue this day. All right, so this is obviously something that would need to be thought about. Which type of adventurer do you throw in? Or is it your choice? Could you throw in a unique? Could you...
Well, no, it can't be your choice because it's everybody.
Okay.
So I would argue you either shuffle 2 together.
I think that's too fussy. I'd just take 1 from the standard deck.
Oh, I don't think you need to. I would just add that to the end of the queue. I don't think.
But then you will know that is a regular.
Yeah. Okay.
I think you got to shuffle it because on this day, again, it's all about like the spread of information. On this day, you know that there are 2 uniques, and you know that there are 1 regular. By adding a second regular and putting it down to the end, you still know that there's a 66% chance that you're going to pull a unique one out of those first 3. So you want to eliminate that completely. All right, you got first hit on this.
So I think I will. I'm gonna flip that to banish that and draw a card.
Mm-hmm.
That probably was daft. I probably should have jumped in and started buying stuff.
I'm going to spend 5 money and buy this fine carbuncle.
I think on the 5 by the Mirror Master Blade.
Okay. All right, with that done, I'm going to use my transmutation station, banish a stock from my. I'm going to banish a stock from my hand. No, I'm going to banish a stock from my reorder pile. I'll get rid of that, and I'm going to take the 2 money. It's all good. All right, next up.
Oh, it's really hard now about using your staff to look at the cards. Oh. Who am I going to want it?
Remember, if you tap him, you don't need to sell, or you don't need to sell immediately.
Yeah. I'm just going to start a sale.
Okay. Let chaos reign. A weakling. All right. Little green boy looking for little green things.
Just the greenies, just the greenies, just the greenies. Okay. I literally have that one, I think. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because of the bonus.
Okay. 5 plus 1 is 6.
Dope. Nothing I can do. Okay, you can have him.
Okay.
You get the bonus for him at the end, don't you?
I got no bonuses at the end.
Oh, you've just got that. Yeah. Did you include that as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I get them, and I get 5 coins. So all good for that. 3, 4, 5. I'm just going to trade those in. one of them. Okay. I will tap that follower of Mammon.
Oh, wait, before you do it. Oh yeah, just tapping him. Sorry.
Yeah, not activating. Going to tap him and have a look. So let's take that in my hand.
You're doing that thing of scrolling across your cards to see what you have.
Me. I'm going to start sell.
Okay.
And I'm going to sell to whomsoever this one is. All right. Okay. Oh, the Forest's Fang.
So it's interesting because I was like, is it because you don't have the type needed, or is it because it's a one of the common
regular customers?
I'll never know.
Well, you will know because you've got to check one of them cards or sell to them in a bit. All right, so Aura the Forest Fang. They want greens are doubled, reds are standard. So 8, 12, 13, 14 is Michael's bid.
I will flip that to set them aside.
Okay. So I've got to rebid.
No, it's back to me.
Yeah.
So I will put out. That.
That's it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Okay. So that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 5, 16.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Flip Pippin boost to make 17.
I will flip him to cancel that.
Then it is all yours.
Thank you, customer. Okay, so then I can bring one of these back into my hand. He's got 10. Okay, I'm going to take the...
Michael Google's flip the table in Tabletopia.
I'm going to take the... What am I going to take? Do I go for the 8 or do I go for the full 10? I'll take 8, I think. I'll take that back into my hand. So flipping that. 1, 2, or 3, I think. And these get discarded. And I win the customer. Okay. They're giving you a hard time, Michael.
Oh, dude. Trying to work out why there's now a little double-ended arrow on my screen. Oh, no, it's gone away again. There you go.
Okay.
Cool. All right, so I started that sale. So the turn moves to you.
Yeah, okay. I will discard that card to take 2 actions. I think my first one will be to buy 1, 2, 3 this cute little guy using his uncalled effect, allowing me to draw 3. Isn't it 3? And then
2 cards.
Is it 2?
He's good, but he's not like,
Oh shit! Hang on. Which one? I think it was one of those 3. So yeah, I'm just gonna put these back in. Come on. Draw 2. And I've got a second action, which how many cards you got in your hand? You've got 5 as well.
I have a 5, yeah.
I will buy the Coven's Cauldron, I think. Or maybe I'll hire him to. I'll hire this guy. And I'll get rid of my Sentinel. Oh no, that was my Pippin boots. That was dumb.
I have Pippin boots.
Sorry, stuck rat.
All the marbles. Okay, you done?
Yeah. I should have started the sale.
Stuff in my hand. Okay. I'm going to buy the moth silk garb for 4.
Mm-hmm.
Put that in my hand. And get 1 change. I was going to take my change from your coin pile. I don't know. Yes, Rory. I'm going to buy this and then you will give me some money.
Yeah. Okay, over to me. Just 2 left. I will
have a look.
No, I'm just going to go straight in. So that's for sale.
It's
Ooh,
definitely not the rock.
Give all of the managers. Okay, so
reds are double.
I've got 1 on that, and I'll go in with that, which is 2, 4.
+1 is 5.
Yeah.
All right, so you've got 4 cards left in your hand. 6.
7.
14.
Sorry, it wasn't 7. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
That's how counting works. 6, 7.
7. That's 17, 18. 19, actually.
Get out of here. With all your cards.
Yeah, I should have.
No, hang on. Let's not, shall we?
Okay.
Read our cards, shall we, Michael? We pay Ghoul Juice, double the base quality of the stock you're selling until after checkout. I double my Moth Silk Garb from a 4 into an 8, which is then doubled into a 16. Plus another 6 gives me 22.
Okay. I'll flip him and discard that.
Absolute fecker. Does it just discard it, or does it
discard a stock that a manager is currently selling and flip this card?
Well, that looks like 6 for Michael
then. Yeah. So I think I'm over the amount. Yeah.
Yeah, you pretty much easily.
And you get 2.
2 is better than nothing.
Kick in the teeth.
Not much better, but you know.
So I'll get 5, 6, 8. Back to you, Michaels.
Okay. I will spend 4. Week. And buy the Coven's Cauldron. Take that into my hand. Back over to you. Yeah, Ken, it's like Highlander. There can be only one.
Somehow, I don't think I'm going to be winning this one.
I am immortal. I have inside me blood of kings.
Yeah, okay, I'm going to just push the end around.
All right. Ooh. So it's our favorite Draconic Executive. We can only sell 3 items.
Yeah. Crap.
Get a big 7 coins. So what you got?
7 total.
7? Hopefully I can beat 7. Look. There's 8.
There you go. You can have it.
Yay! Glorious victory. Glorious commerce.
Yeah.
And that's easily 7 coins for that boy.
And there's a token there on the card.
Huh? Oh, cool. Thanks. There's no more 5s, so I just had to grab a whole bunch of 1s.
Well, we can't duplicate them. No, we can't. Actually.
I can't. No. 4, 5, 6, 7. So I get that. No, come off. Okay. Cool. All right. So you started that sale. I won it. So I get my last action of the round, which is going to be I'm going to use my sacrifice, which is banish a staff card in your store. Look at the top 3 cards of the stock deck. Add 1 to your hand. So we'll say goodbye to Higgin Boots, and we'll see what's available from up here. 3 or 2. I will take the erudite eyewear into my hand. Those go finished.
We're heading into the last round.
We are. So it's all about trying to make as much cash as possible now.
Or at least stopping you from making cash.
Also,
is the other way. It's like you either just ruin and do the other way on. So I'm on. That's 20. Oh, that's a 5 hidden there. I didn't realize that. 2, 3, 4, 25, 28. I don't think I've ever had this much cash in the game.
I am on 19.
So I'm 10 ahead in hard cash.
But there's still clear up and stuff at the end of this round. So
yeah. Okay, so we gotta discard. I'm not going to take an action. I don't think.
Okay, no worries. All right, so I'm going to discard these 2.
I don't think there's any point. I'm going to discard that one. I'm going to discard that one. I can't believe I still have like original stock in my hand.
Draw one more.
Oh.
Yikes.
Shuffle.
Comes back.
So they flip.
And
they flip.
A freebie.
I'm going to pay the 6. So that's where my money is going, actually.
Okay.
To bring that back in.
Okay.
Oh no, a sentinel.
It's appealing, it must be said. Yeah. I think I'd be foolish not to take him, not to take the sentinel. Okay.
Right, 1, 2. I do like this. Like, so even if we weren't certain about, the ratio of customers, I think the use of the staff is really nice.
Agreed. All right, so
1 regular, 2.
1 regular, 2 uniques.
Mm-hmm. Ken, are crudité are they like the little crispy things you get in soup?
That's croutons.
No, what's crudité then?
Crudité are like chopped up vegetables.
Ah, okay.
Excuse me. Erudite, my erudite eyewear. Ken, are you just trying to make me do the wrestling thing? Yeah, here you go.
Yeah.
Crudité are raw vegetables to be cut into small pieces, sticks, or thinly sliced. They usually serve with some sort of dip.
From Google, so Google gives you them.
It's from, if you just search for, you go to googlecrudité.com and you can just order them in. It's great.
They do everything Google do.
Yeah, you can just download them onto your hard drive or into
Yeah, it's getting dark. It's funny. I know when we're playing too long, Michael, because it's getting dark in the background.
In the cave. Hang on, I'm going to put the light on in a second.
Okay.
Ken, that healthy cookies joke was awful.
We can talk about him while he's gone. Quick, Ken, just get it all out while you still can.
There we go.
Okay. So what do you think?
I love the whole thing. Oh, it's getting dark, and it's like it's 5 to 4.
Yeah. I think we need to wrap up soon. So if we wrap up by 4. I think we
should. Yeah. Let's just speed run this final round then.
Create fast round.
Okay. Everybody's got extra exotic.
Okay.
All right, so everybody's getting greens. Cool. All right, you got the token. You go first.
Yeah, there's no greens out there. There is. Ooh. Okay, I think I'll pay for that one then. I'll pay the 3. It's going to be useful with no matter whom. Whom?
All right, I'm going to tap and have a look. Okay. And I'm going to, surprising nobody, I'm going to buy. Spend 3 coins and buy those. Hoomst, says Ken. Hoomst.
Okay. I'm going to. That is kind of helpful. I'm going to flip that, banish that, and draw a card.
I'm going to start a sale.
Okay.
Mistress Jira, blues are doubled, and greens are doubled. She's got 10 money. Sue. That is 10 plus 1 is 11.
Okay. Well, settle that aside.
It's set aside.
Unless I'm going to give you an opportunity. Do you want to use your Sentinel?
No.
Okay. So that was. So we're back to 1.
Actually, I'm on 2 because I've got the slushing machine.
Okay, so you're on 2.
Speed run.
Yeah, sorry. I'm going to go 4.
Cool. I will go 6, 7, 8.
10.
I'll use my Ghoul Juice ability, which gets me, that doubles that to 6, which doubles that to 12, 13, 14.
I will use my Sentinel. Or not my Sentinel. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to flip him. But I'm going to use my Ghoul. You're going to cancel it? Okay. So he gets banished.
Get out of here.
Okay, so you're on 14?
Yep.
Six, 7, 8. So that's 16.
Oh, damn. Yeah, that's all yours then.
Okay. So I get him. I don't know if we have enough one. So I'm going to take one of these to indicate 10. I'm not going to use it. It's just there's a thing. Okay.
Back over to you then.
Yep. I don't have any staff left. Oh, hang on. I could flip that as well, actually. That's too late. Okay. I think I'll spend 2 to hire Pippin boots. No, mini beans. Sorry.
Mini beans. Yep.
Yeah, because I'm not going to get them back anyway. Okay.
I'm going to start another sale. 50-50 shot. Luna, Sorcerer Supreme. Revealed. Everybody draws 2 cards.
So blue is doubled and green is doubled. Okay.
All right. Well, let's start with 12.
I will 12. That'll bring it down to 5. It'll be 10. Okay. I'm gonna flip that.
Okay, so all of my cards are worth 1 star less, so I'm currently at 10.
And I am on. Oh, you're on 10, are you? Oh, that's not gonna work then. Oh yeah, I'm on 11. Because I got the +1 from that.
Okay.
Sorry, the wrong one. Wrong one. Because it needed to be. Oh, and that's worth double actually. So that's 13.
4 plus 2 is 6. Times 2 is 12. Plus 2 is 14.
You can have that. I was just trying to get you to spend more cards.
Okay. All right, so 14. So I get her and 8 coins.
And then we have to discard 2 stock.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to do the same thing you did. I'm going to take that and just throw 2 coins back in the pot. Like so. And then we've got to get rid of 2 cards. That. And get rid of that. Okay, I had the Erudite Eyewear, so I can take a look at the top card and buy it or banish it. I'll buy it for 2. So that goes into hand. And back over to you.
I will play this. Take 2 actions. So I will spend 4 to buy that. And I should have done this the other way. Do I want to spend 3? No, I'll start the sale. I was debating whether I buy that so that would actually give me the chance to change it, but it's not really needed. Okay. He's going to get everything. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think you have any tricks up your sleeves that I can think of. So 5 and another 5 is 10.
Yeah, that is all yours.
I could actually throw that out just to go hell for leather.
Cool. So you get that.
Oh, it's revealed the top card of the stock deck. I thought it was going to be fun. Oh yeah, that's that, isn't it?
Yeah, stock deck up it.
You may buy it. Oh, buy it. I don't need to buy it. No, that's not good to me.
Okay.
Do you know what? I'll check anyway because it might give me some bonus that I can use on the last round.
Just to sell one.
No. Yeah, no, it's okay.
Okay, so you get the 5 coins. And then comes out of me for my last turn of the game. I am going to do the Bloodwood Wand. Discard a staff card, banish staff card from your store, look at the top card to the deck, and get one for free. So goodbye, faithful follower of Mammon. And hello, inexpensive trash. Okay.
I won't do anything because it's not gonna. Nothing will increase my value.
Right, so I'm just going to take that one because that's worth 3. Okay, and then that is it. We don't do the end of day stuff. You get
no, we don't. Boy. Yeah, so we don't do any of that.
So the last thing we need to do is just throw all this stuff everywhere. And then see how much we get. All right, so I get no bonuses.
So I get 6 on that. I got 6 on that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm really sorry. There's nothing I can do right now.
30.
5, 10, 14, 15, 16.
Okay, all done?
26, 36, 46, 56, 66, 70, 73.
60. Which, considering I had a significant amount of customers fewer than yours,
well, I think
that's cool. You got some good bonuses.
I got 12 in bonuses.
Yeah. Cool. Oh, who do you hear? I believe you hear Rory's partner, Anita.
Yes, Anita. She is desperately trying to get my attention to help with something. So I am going to jump off. And
I will wrap up then.
Okay, cool. Thanks, everyone. I think that works.
Yeah, I think that's okay.
I'll talk to you later.
Okay, see you in a bit. Bye. Cool. So yeah, I think that. I mean, yeah, it was a long game, but I think it was a good game. And that little tweak actually adds some some cool stuff into it, like some interesting decision making, which I am totally here for, which is super good. But yeah, going to wrap it up there, I think, because hey, what else am I going to do? Start playing a game against myself? No, not today, not today. That happens later over on my own channel. Idle Michael. So yeah, 8 o'clock this evening, we're going to be playing the Flip and Right. That is the Village by the River. Is it Village by the River? Village on the River. Village on the River, I think. So we're going to be playing that, as well as doing some good Jackbox stuff as well, all over at Twitter, not Twitter, twitch.com, twitch.tv/IdleMichael. I could just do this. And that would work. Cracking. If you joined us for this one live, thank you very much indeed. It is much appreciated. And otherwise, yeah, have a good rest of your day. I'm going to go make some pizza, and it's going to be a delight. But yeah, have a cracking one, and hopefully I'll catch you all over on my channel in about 3 hours, 49 minutes. See you in a bit. Bye-bye.